Okay, so today we're going to be reacting to the Ohmwrecker controversy uploaded by Wacky TV. I've never been so confused in my life. I didn't watch the Vanos crew and stuff like that, but I did watch Issue Delirious, cartoons, mostly just the two of them. But I do watch like people that met them, like Blarg, McNasty, Soup, you know, Smitty, Grizzy, and stuff like that. But I was straight confused when I found out that Ohmwrecker did something. But because I heard that about that like a couple years back, I was supposed to watch something about it, but I forgot coming from school, coming home. So I forgot on the way there. But like a couple of days ago, I started watching back, old cartoons, videos, and stuff like that. And then a shark came up talking about the controversy between Ohmwrecker and Israel Delirious, and they proved the fact I think they were saying that he was talking to an underage girl, which is not true, because apparently it was a prank that they did to him. They pranked him by saying, "No, there's water in my walls." What? Anyways, they pranked him and said that it was them pretending to be a girl. It was basically I do work. I think that's his name. He says that they were pranking him that he was a girl and stuff like that, and they did not tell him the age. So basically, yeah, it was Israel Delirious that came forward and told them whatever. And Ohmwrecker was still going on and on, throwing baseless accusations and stuff like that. Apparently they settled the court case, and also he made the issue Delirious break up with his girl. And I'm so confused. What even happened for the past couple of years? Apparently it was going on for 4 years. 4? Yeah, I'm so confused. Let's get into this to clear my mind right now, because I'm so confused. I like Dejo Delirious. I hope he's not really a bad guy and stuff like that. But let's start.
So if you saw my video on H2O Delirious, you either thought one of two things. One, I support Ohmwrecker and support every decision he has ever decided to make in his entire life. Or two, I just completely love H2O Delirious. Because judging how my last video was received, people didn't seem to understand that I was doing more of a retrospective than an opinion piece. Now, to be honest, there were a few people that got that. Not a lot, but a fair few, with the one comment I'm probably showing on screen. I've been wanting to talk about Ohmwrecker a lot in the past. In fact, the last time I did was in July of 2021, and a lot has happened since then. So without further ado, I would like to present you how Ohmwrecker
I know
ruined
about
his
him.
career.
He wasn't really...
or Ryan, is an American YouTuber known for his multiplayer gaming videos. When he uploads his gaming content, he's usually collaborating with other Let's Play channels. Ohmwrecker created his channel on July 12, 2006. His first gaming video was uploaded on August 21st, 2006, and his YouTube career went full-time starting in 2012 when he became a verified partner, which is something that wasn't easy to achieve back in the day, especially for gaming content creators. As of 2016, Ohmwrecker plays multiplayer games such as Dead by Daylight, Rainbow Six, and of course, Gary's Mod. It has been put out there that Ohmwrecker never had the easiest of childhoods growing up. He had to face his parents splitting up and both getting with people who didn't want to deal with kids, which caused him to move out while he was a teenager in Chicago, which put him on the streets, though he continued to attend high school for a short while. The stress of being homeless eventually led up to him dropping out. After getting back on his feet, Ohmwrecker managed to get into college with a high school equivalency, and graduated college in 2013 with high honours and a degree in business administration. He has previously stated that he has a rare condition called visual snow, which caused television-like static to appear in his vision. He had a pet dog named Buddy, who had been around for at least 10 years. Buddy unfortunately passed away on September 2nd, 2018. He adopted a new Jack Russell Terrier later that year named Tiny. Going back to him playing Gmod, he adopted a character that wore a white bunny costume with a huge head. It is the character that all of you will associate him with. Back in the day, PewDiePie would give smaller channels a spotlight and a chance to grow on the site. He did it with Jacksepticeye and RPG Minx when they played Assassin's Creed and Gary's mod. Ohm was previously close to Jacksepticeye until they grew apart and focused on their own methods of gameplay, and as a result of Jack's busier schedule, he then later began to play with a popular crew of YouTubers consisting of
Oh yeah, I
Gaming, H2O
forgot.
Delirious, and I Am Wildcat. Although he still
Ohmwrecker
frequently plays
also,
with players
sorry
who are
about
not
that.
commonly seen among the
Ohmwrecker
crew, have
also
significantly raised
spread
his
controversy
view count on his
about
videos, to the point where he uploaded
Markiplier
a video
and
thanking his subscribers for
Jacksepticeye.
getting over 1 million subscribers on September 15th,
What?
2016.
I'm so
On
confused.
September 20th,
What led him to
2013,
do this?
PewDiePie made a shout-out video featuring Ohmwrecker with 8 other YouTubers. Ohmwrecker was the first person shouted out before anyone else was. Ohmwrecker had 31,000 subscribers, and with this shout-out, PewDiePie was able to bump him up to 40,000 subscribers in just a few days.
First shout out Ohmwrecker, really cool guy. I actually spoke to him a little bit. Super nice. He has a nice channel. There's some videos of me in here somewhere, so that.
In addition to that video, Jacksepticeye was also featured in that shout-out, which is what led him to the career he has today.
Stop on the ball, fucking, I don't even know. This guy seems crazy. I really like whatever it is.
Oh, so
doing.
PewDiePie helped Jacksepticeye. I thought Jacksepticeye
really funny.
came before, you
His
know,
name is
PewDiePie and stuff like that.
Jacksepticeye.
I don't really
Games
watch
was
their
another
videos, but I
gaming
know of
content
them.
creator that would join along with the group of people Ohmwrecker was associating with, and there always seemed to be this some sort of tension between the two. Bryce Games posted a video in 2017 going over his health journey and how he has accomplished gaining a six-pack within 6 months. The same day this video was posted, Ohmwrecker decided to unironically quote on Twitter by posting this. You do not need
if you are
a
watching this
six-pack to
video,
be
right,
healthy.
is
Just want you guys
Bryce
to know
the
that the pursuit
blue,
of
the
a six-pack
cyan
is usually
character
about
when he
vanity,
plays
not
like Among
health.
Us
This
with
also caused
cartoons?
Ohmwrecker
I'm
to
not
block Bryce on
sure.
Twitter, further
Only
adding to the man's pure
watch
saltiness of
mostly
the drama. But in 2020,
horror
the two
games
hashed out
with,
their differences and began playing with each
monster
other again.
type
On the
games
24th of
with
May
cartoons, videos and
2021,
stuff like
after
that.
his own dispute with Ohmwrecker, Delirious revealed on Twitter why he and Cartoons stopped playing with Bryce, following Ohm's argument with Bryce. The reason Bryce stopped playing with us is because Ohm got jealous of him and said he only liked me for my views, and that Bryce wasn't a friend, and then kicked Bryce out. Looking back on this drama, it definitely shows how petty Ohm can be in a silly situation. Although it isn't well known why he was exactly so salty about Bryce to this day, it isn't unreasonable to speculate that it was all down to jealousy. Ohmwrecker tweeted out a poll about
Did they
spacing
stop
out his
playing with
videos.
Bryce? I
Releasing
don't
a
think they
bunch of
did
videos at
because
once.
they have
Due to his
a
dog unfortunately
recent
being put
video,
down,
right?
he wasn't able to upload as much. Cartoons jokingly replied with, "What a wonderful unique idea," as he released a bunch of videos in one day. Ohmwrecker responded to Cartoons with, "You've got time to be sassy, but not once have you checked in to see how I'm doing, despite being one of the first people I told. Cool, buddy. Hey, keep thinking you invented the single player upload on YouTube, Cartoons." Cartoons never actually responded to this tweet, and I have to say, Cartoons was kind of a dick in this situation due to it being an obvious sensitive situation for Ohmwrecker. So I wouldn't say Ohm's reaction here was an overreaction. He just let his emotions get the better of him, which in this situation is very understandable. Ohmwrecker posted a tweet stating, "These guys
I like
come at me like this on my
cartoons, and
birthday."
they're
Even
smart.
Terrorize is sitting there talking shit about the Pope for not addressing the abuses in the church, but they won't say a word about Louis or Minnie's accusations. Nope. This caused Terrorizer to bad talk Ohm on his stream, completely missing the point. He took it as Ohm saying that he knew about Minilad being a predator behind the scenes before the actual allegations came out.
Here's the
Whoa,
thing,
for real?
Ohm did that was just like to the point where I was like, right, okay, man. He started saying with the whole Craig thing, he started saying like he didn't at me because he's blocked me on Twitter. He's blocked me on Twitter. These are just the facts. I don't know what he's doing on Twitter. He's blocked me. Okay. What did he do? He fucking said he was insinuating that I must have had no knowledge of the things that are happening with Craig. That surely Brian knew about it. Like, what the fuck? What a fucking slanderous thing to say on the internet.
Supposedly, these two hashed out their privacy behind the scenes, and all became good in the end, but it does show how Terrorizer isn't the most reasonable man on the planet. I don't want to say this was out of spite, I just have a funny feeling this was just more misdirected anger, since it doesn't actually make a lot of sense for Terrorizer to be angry at Ohmwrecker. Here is where we get into the meat and potatoes of this video. Ohmwrecker started to think that Delirious was a toxic man to play with. If you remember in my last video where I talk about this, I show that Ohmwrecker showed a clip of H2O's Delirious saying the F slur in a game of Dead by Daylight. Realistically, looking back on it, saying a slur with a group of friends behind the scenes of playing a game isn't the most drastic thing on the planet. It was definitely made out to be
well, I'm not gonna say I do that, but you know, you say it's on
Twitter
you
and
know.
cut off all contact and deals with him after learning that in 2013, Delirious had been in a situation where he was involved in sharing of child porn. In that time, Ohmwrecker did research into the allegations and even got in contact with a victim who had first-hand knowledge of the incident, as well as their own experience with Delirious. May 23rd, 2021, Ohmwrecker was a guest on Drama Alert, where he alleged that Vanos crew members used to share pictures of underage girls with each other. This information was received via an audio recording of Louis Caliber, admitting to sharing of pictures of girls in private Discord and Skype calls. Ohmwrecker spoke about H2O Delirious being set up by his friends in 2013. This led to some of his audio getting leaked. Ohmwrecker further alleged that the girl who H2O Delirious was talking to was a minor and a group of members knew it too. Following the video, several people questioned the factuality of Ohmwrecker's information. Ohmwrecker went onto Twitter and claimed that he has screenshots to prove this, and that Keemstar has let stuff out of the video from their interview. H2O Delirious addressed the allegations about him talking to an underage girl. I do want to address one thing that has been said and has been completely misrepresented. It's something I have for many years been embarrassed about and destroyed my trust for years. I never wanted to have to talk about this. I still don't, but it's being forced on me. 9 years ago, 2 people thought it'd be funny to do something really messed up as a form of hazing me. It's no secret I was easily excited and very crude when I was in my early 20s. Someone I had played with a few times prior on Xbox messaged me saying they were only wearing a towel. This caught my attention and interest. I mean, still after reading this, H2O Delirious, man, come on, you need to go outside a bit more. I mean, I know you're in a relationship now with some girl that, you know, streams. Maybe she's the girl on Xbox. Ohmwrecker also published 2 unmonetized interviews of the 2 girls who claimed to be the victims of Delirious. In the first interview, Sai talked about her relationship with Delirious and his behavior and the ongoing drama. Sai revealed that before she went to Ohmwrecker to share her story, she emailed Delirious asking for an apology for the things he did to her as a minor. Delirious did not apologize. Instead, he spoofed her email, changed one number and sent a new replica of Sai's email to Ohm and a few others to discredit her account on Ohm. Ohmwrecker almost fell for this, but Sai presented evidence of her identity and messages that she shared with Delirious proving who she was. After this interview, Delirious attempted to discredit her by claiming she was mentally unstable and that she was a part of a doxer and hacker group that had been arrested. The second interview focused on a victim who goes by the name Sarah. In Sarah's interview, she talked more in depth about her relationship with Delirious, and she touches on a situation where her child had been threatened to be kidnapped by an account that was heavily suspected to be Delirious. Delirious did not comment on this interview. I am led to believe that Delirious was the person that actually sent these threats, which in my opinion really shows his true character. After my previous video on this situation, it kind of just proves to me that
he didn't try to find proof, he just
the drama. I got a comment from a lad saying I have no point because I replied to a hate comment with lol. Okay mate, let's see what kind of videos you make. Another thing that irritates me with Ohmwrecker as a person is the fact that he never places his side in any situation. So people always side with H2O Delirious because a lot of the time it's just Ohmwrecker backing down from a situation, where in actuality, when you look at the situation and go dive deep into it, Delirious is a really sketchy motherfucker. However, it doesn't take back all the questionable stuff that he has done himself. I'd appreciate it if you did enjoy watching this video. Make sure to become a member on the channel, and a super thanks is appreciated but not expected. I know, just
that's all?
That really irritates some of you. I've been Wacky TV, and until next time, Ohmwrecker is guilty.
Ohmwrecker is guilty, okay. So basically, they're saying that he might be, so Delirious might be guilty, because I didn't hear him say it was a lie about the girls, the girl in the second one, because, no, I think it's the first one, because I'm not too sure. He kind of said she was mentally ill and stuff like that. But you know, I'm not too sure, but I actually don't know why him and Kat actually broke.
10 years later.
Crazy. I just watched a short. It said that some of his friends tried to bait him into, you know, doing that type of stuff. And that Ohmwrecker has been kicked out of many friend groups because he's quote unquote untrustworthy. That's actually crazy. I'm kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. How do you get kicked out of friend groups for being, oh my god. I don't even know what to think about this controversy and stuff like that. But in this case, I'm gonna side with kind of H2O Delirious because Ohmwrecker is kind of just going off a little bit. If he sees my video, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I'm surprised Ohmwrecker still got fans, but at least he's getting the support that he can get, you know. And he didn't get banned off YouTube, because we all know what happens when you get banned off YouTube. It's kind of sad, I'm not gonna lie. But some people do deserve it. It's kind of sad seeing everything you worked for like years just disappear in one mistake, you know. even if it's not a mistake, they had this guy that was playing this gambling on YouTube. It wasn't a bad thing on YouTube, obviously, but the thing is, he showed that the URL and his whole thing just disappear. Is everything on his channel gone? He was banned, and that was kind of sad to me because it was just a small mistake that his editor made or he made, but that's sad. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And if you all have more information about this, y'all tell me, because I'm still a bit confused on the controversy thing. So, that's all for now. Bye.